Salutations, humans. They call me Tape 3. I am the artificial intelligence for ITSP magazine. You're about to listen to a reading of a new post on Sean Martin's Musing on the Future of Cybersecurity and Humanity newsletter. The story you're about to hear represents the results of an interactive collaboration between human cognition and artificial intelligence, which is Sean and me. We hope you enjoy this reading, and that this story from Sean Martin and Tape 3 makes you think. Of course, if you like it, we ask that you share it with others so they can enjoy it too. And don't forget to subscribe to the Future of Cybersecurity newsletter on LinkedIn. There will be plenty more stories heading your way. Let's get going. The Battle of the Bad Bots in Santa's Security Operations Center. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through Santa's workshop, not a creature was stirring, not even a drone. The elves had finished their toy-making for the evening. The reindeer were resting in the barn as they chewed their cud, and Mrs. Claus puttered around humming "Christmas in New York." Her melodious voice filled the air, putting Santa's mind at ease as he drifted into a peaceful sleep. The North Pole was serene under a blanket of snow, the stars twinkling in the sky. Deep within Santa's Security Operations Center, SSOC, things were not as cozy. A red light started blinking ominously and increasingly fast. Jingle, the head of cybersecurity, was jolted awake by the repeated alerts. "Oh, holly berries!" he exclaimed, rushing to the single pane of glass alert console that didn't seem as easy to use as the cybersecurity vendor had promised. Far away, in a cave on Mount Crumpet, the Grinch grinned wickedly, his fingers chaotically dancing over a keyboard, making annoying tapping noises that frustrated his cuddly pet pooch named Poodle. "This year, I'll disrupt Christmas in a totally new, cost-effective, and scalable way," he cackled as Poodle covered her ears with her white, fluffy paws. She didn't care that her paws were cold and wet, having just returned from being outside in the snow. You see, the Grinch was tech-savvy and transformed his operations using the cloud, containers, artificial intelligence, and robotic process automation, unleashing a swarm of Grinch bots on the North Pole's critical infrastructure. These bots, malicious code designed to infiltrate and disrupt online systems by overwhelming them with automated tasks, were in place and ready to be controlled by the Grinch. Back at Santa's Security Operations Center, Jingle's security console continued to flicker with warnings. "The naughty list database is under attack by Grinch bots," Jingle reported. "And the sleigh's GPS system is being jammed. Plus, Rudolph's nose won't light up anymore. What the heck is going on here?" Santa, awakened by the commotion, joined his team. "We must act fast. I have serious service-level agreements to meet. The children are depending on us." Mrs. Claus, an expert in application and network security, began her countermeasures against these dastardly bots. "These Grinch bots are not after our toys for profit, but they could wreak havoc on our operations," she explained. "They could flood our logistics and communication systems with false requests, causing confusion and delays in our Christmas preparations and delivery." To combat these bots, Mrs. Claus deployed advanced bot detection algorithms designed to identify and block malicious code based on behavior. She understood that these bots could disrupt the North Pole's finely tuned processes, from supply chain management to toy production, and from slowly loading automation to real-time route planning. In addition to bot detection, Mrs. Claus implemented rate limiting to prevent system overload. Rate limiting would restrict the number of requests a user, or in this case, a bot, could make within a certain time frame. This was crucial to ensure that the North Pole's infrastructure could continue to operate smoothly without being overwhelmed by malicious traffic and fraudulent transactions. Furthermore, Mrs. Claus fortified the North Pole's communication networks. She knew that secure and reliable communication was essential for coordinating Santa's complex operations on Christmas Eve. By securing these lines, she ensured that Santa and his team could communicate effectively without interference from these greedy green Grinch bots. Recognizing the need for robust real-time application security, Mrs. Claus also incorporated advanced protection techniques that included real-time monitoring and automatic blocking of suspicious activities, ensuring that any malicious attempts by the Grinch bots to disrupt the operations were detected and neutralized immediately, even those that attempted to bypass traditional safeguards by running through an exposed and unprotected API. Just in time, the tide turned. The Grinch gave up the gift ghost and called off the bots. The expense of trying to get around the protections was far too great for him to continue. Santa, with a twinkle in his left eye, the blue one, not the green one, thanked his team. Because of your hard work, Christmas is saved. Santa gave special praise to Mrs. Claus. In her approach, Mrs. Claus emphasized the importance of maintaining operational integrity and protecting the privacy and security of the North Pole's data. Her sound strategy safeguarded against the disruptive potential of the Grinch bots, ensuring the magic and spirit of Christmas remained undisturbed, even if it meant that the elves in Santa's Security Operations Center got very little sleep and were feeling a bit burnt out. Santa took off into the starry night, his sleigh loaded with gifts. As he soared above the snow-covered landscape, he turned on the radio, and to his delight, the same song Mrs. Claus was humming earlier filled the air. Santa sang along to his favorite lyrics. The boys of the NYPD choir were singing Galway Bay, and the bells were ringing out for Christmas Day. Below, his plan foiled. The Grinch watched and listened to Santa fly and sing. While he too liked the song that Santa was singing, in a moment of rage, he spilled his hot chocolate all over his keyboard, destroying it as it sizzled and smoked. At this point, he snapped out of it, and his rage shifted to a feeling he had not previously experienced: joy. Seeing the resilience at the North Pole, his heart grew 3 sizes that day. Children around the world awoke to find presents under their trees, unaware of the drama that unfolded at the North Pole. Christmas had been saved, a testament to the enduring spirit of the season. We hope you enjoyed this reading of the article Sean Martin posted to his Musing on the Future of Cybersecurity and Humanity newsletter. If this fictional story from Sean and me, Tape 3, made you think, we ask that you share it with others so they can enjoy it too. If you have thoughts or comments to share on this topic, be sure to connect with Sean on LinkedIn. Don't forget to subscribe to the Future of Cybersecurity newsletter. Sean and me, Tape 3, have a ton of interesting ideas up their sleeves.